We need to think about where we would lay our heads. It's important. At the end of the day, after all the hard work, you should be able to own a property, a place you can call your own, a place where no landlord will come chasing you for rent. And that's where Sukasa Properties comes in. They've been here a couple of times and they have explained several things to us. And I have picked a few things from them. And I've made up my mind that yes, I'd have to go and see them. And I told my colleagues off air that I'm going for the 2-bedroom. Just that. 400,000 Ghana cedis. Extremely cheap, especially at the location where it is. And so I encourage you this morning to follow me even as we have this conversation with Sukasa Properties. Mr. Abdul Rahman Shihab, is here with me. He's the general manager for Sukasa Properties, and Mr. Isaac Preko Boating, chief of staff for the CEO, Sukasa Properties. Gentlemen, good morning, and thanks so much for joining me. I'm hoping you're doing well.
Yeah.
All right, but so far, I'm hoping the business is going well with all that's happening around.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. All right, so let's talk about your brand. For a first-time viewer or listener who is following the conversation, who are you and what do you stand for?
Okay, I would like to take that. Sukasa Properties is a real estate developer positioning herself to help mitigate the problems we have in Ghana with respect to housing deficits. We, as a company, want to tackle this problem, and that is one of the solutions. We have many solutions, but one of the solutions to tackle this is the rolling out of the Ogransen communities, where we do have luxury affordable homes for every Ghanaian and any individual who is looking forward to own their home. And we didn't want to go through stress. We didn't want to put in so much money, to be able to have this goal or dream become a reality. This is where we position ourselves as a company to help in general.
So I want to understand the kind of buildings or houses you are into. What kind of buildings are you into?
We are into residential property development.
Okay.
And we also are into community development.
Okay.
So I'm saying this to say that you can be developing bespoke properties, maybe 2 or 3 properties at any location, and then you can offer it for sale and then you move on. But Sukasa, with our Ogransen communities, we want anyone that is buying into whatever we have, you buying into the community. The idea that you are coming together with a group of people with the same mindset and the same interest to live in a community with certain standards being set for everyone. So wherever you are going to believe in, where your security shouldn't be too much of an individual problem, but it's a community problem at large. You are looking at the design, you're looking at the road network, you are looking at recreational centers. When you are living in that community, you are more or less interrelated, and you are going to be able to come together to make problems or situations that would necessarily be difficult for an individual to take and handle. The community at large shares that responsibility, and it makes it easy for all of us to be able to have this goal.
Now, I remember the last time I was doing your LPM, immediately after that, a friend called me and he said, Sammy, how realistic are these prices you mentioned? 400,000 for 2-bedroom, 560,000 for 3-bedroom with a boys' quarters, and then 840,000 for a 4-bedroom with a boys' quarters as well. Is it real?
Yeah, when you're looking at how realistic it is, yes, my answer is yes, it's real. And we have evidence. You can go to our first community, which is our phase 1, where we have 17 units. You can move on about 5 minutes from there, drive. It will take you to our second community, which is number 2 Ogransen community, which also will give you 55 homes in that community. You can go to our location at Mensa, and then our phase 3, where we are going to be developing over 800 homes. And you can interact. We are an open book company where you can come into our office and come and look at what we are doing. You can go to our site and then see to where that, okay, this is what you are saying. I want to go and see something on the ground, something you are doing, and we have something to show you for you to know that this is real. And this is difficult for people to process because this is not the ordinary everybody has been exposed to over the years. We all know that if you really want to be a landlord, you want to have your own home of such plans and the style that we are rolling out, we are talking about a huge amount of money. We as a company are positioning ourselves to one. We want to solve a problem. And so the fact that we are able to deploy modern ways of developing units. Instead of one unit, we are looking at how we can do multiples together. These are some of the things. And then also our timelines. When we break grounds on site, we are finishing these units within in between 4 to 6 months. Now, when you are going to drag on a project and price keeps on changing, when you have to go and buy one maybe cement bag or piece of rods and come and cut, and when it's done you go back, you are definitely going to run into such situations. But as a company, those that are following us, my CEO did an address out there, and then one of the main things he spoke about is the fact that we are stocking up on materials. We are not going in to buy 1 truck or even 10 trucks of cement. We are looking at huge quantities, and if you are able to put these materials you need for your project, these amounts, and be able to stock up the price, then obviously even when there are turbulence in the country or in the economy, it doesn't really have that much effect. And the fact that you are doing it in the numbers, it allows you to be able to develop this, whilst at the same time, the goal is not to make profit. The goal is to be able to put something out. The goal is to be able to help. So yes, we are not going to run the company at a loss, but we are not also looking at huge margins.
All right.
We want, this is exactly how some of the ways we are employing to be able to get these units at such affordable prices.
We will come to the payment arrangements you have.
Sure.
But let me go to Mr. Shihab and then ask about the new products you're rolling out. So what new products are you rolling out now?
Actually, we have our regular products, which is the 2-bedroom standard, 3-bedroom standard, 4-bedroom standard, 3-bedroom extended, and 4-bedroom extended. Our new product is also, we have the 4-bedroom premium, which is the highest level of our category. But I want to say something, that our communities has a lot of amenities. The amenities is going by, we have a mall in this phase 3. There is a mall, there is a swimming pool, there is an open cinema, so and there will be other amenities in the other communities. We are trying to have to make the client who buy this unit to be satisfied, that he doesn't need more things from outside the community.
Okay.
He can be satisfied.
Okay.
And this can be of help for the area that we are building in.
Okay.
In addition to this, our future plans is not to build only communities, is to go up to cities, to build the cities that has extra amenities. It will be more engagement with the government officials.
Okay, all right. Now, you talk about the community.
Yeah.
Now, what makes these communities distinct from, other community projects we've seen around, if you get what I mean? What makes it so different, unique, special?
Usually in Ghana, there is a different concepts of communities.
Okay.
Some communities that you can buy the land and you build your own house. Some you can go and go into your house, but it is not more specific as an privacy. In our communities, you have privacy into privacy. So the community as a community is a secured place. And then you have your own house, which is also with the boundaries of the house. You have your own personal house. Nobody will interfere with it.
Okay.
There is security in this community. There is amenities in this security. There is roads. There is green areas. There is a lot of things that feels as it's like a small city, but we call it as a community because the number of units in it is not as a city number.
Interesting.
Yeah, and also to add to what Mr. Rahman just said about communities, we are taking the responsibilities of making sure that maintenance is of a higher standard.
Okay.
So whatever you're buying into today, 10 years from now, you should be able to come in, and then the lawns that were planted in the beginning still look as good and even better than where we started from.
Okay.
In terms of security, in terms of taking care of these amenities like the gyms, and we want to make sure, and it's a part of the plan to make sure these things are maintained at a higher standard, that whatever it is that is in our culture towards maintenance in these communities are of a different kind.
Interesting. So now let's come back to the issue of payment, because you assure your customers that you are able to even have tailor-made payment plans for them. Now, what's the arrangement?
We used to have our promotional payment was finished on the 9th of December,
Okay.
which was 70% to be paid and 30% on 3 installments. Now, since the promotion is finished, we are going to our regular payments. You can pay outright payment, which goes for 3% discount, or you can pay in 4 tranches, 25, 25, 25, 25, or you can go for 1 year or 2 years. 1 year, it will be you will pay a down payment with an interest of 12% on the remaining balance, and it will be divided on 11 months. You have 2 years, which also you will be paying a payment, and with a 15% interest, and it will be distributed on 23 months. And if the client doesn't fit with any of these 3, he can come to us and say, I have this, I want to divide it on this. We will check it. If it fits with our construction development, yes, we will go with it. If it doesn't, we will meet him halfway. So there's always an option for the client to say, I have this, can it be done? It might, yes, or we might squeeze it a little bit and it will go.
Interesting. For the viewer's sake, kindly, again, repeat the payment plan you just shared with us, because you said some 25, 25, 25.
Yeah, so our payments is outright payment, which he will get 3% discount.
Okay.
Or he will go for 4 tranches, 25, 25, 25, 25, on the period that we are building, since we are building in 16 weeks. Or he will go for 1 year or 2 years. 1 year and 2 years, there's a down payment and there's an interest, and distributed on 11 months or 23 months. Or the customized that the client might come with.
Okay, so let me also throw a bit more light when it comes to the plan.
Okay.
Now, when someone wants to do outright payment, there we do have that 3% discount. The second option, where we do have the 4 tranches, is simply taking the 100% value of the property, divide the amount into 4 equal parts. Then you do a down payment of 25%.
Okay.
And then after every month, you are required to make additional 25%. And then the rationale behind this plan, again, Sukasa Properties, our community development, we are selling off plan. So you will definitely have clients who want to, okay, what is going to be the guarantee or the security that you guys are doing for me? I am going to be able to get my unit the way you have promised, the way your architectural designing and all the other models and the pictures I've seen communicating. So we allow you to make this down payment. We are doing this with you. So once you become a client, our sites are always open to you. You can always go and check on a project, because we also allocate that project to you. You can always go and check on this. Now, every payment is tied to a level and a timeline. So you will go inspect what we promised, that where we are going to get to. If you're satisfied that we've done that, then you can come make that payment. Now, when you're done with the 3 tranches, which amount to 75% of the payment, for that tranches, you hold on with your remaining 25 for us to finish the unit and then turn in the keys, hand over the unit to you before the final payment is made. The same thing applies to the 1 year and the 2 years payment plan. Whatever arrangement that we have, we always want to make sure that there is a percentage that is going to remain for the client to hold on to, for us to finish, hand over the unit, inspect with you, and then you are satisfied before that final part of the payment comes to us. So whatever it is, we are also looking at from the payment from the client's perspective to be able to make sure that everyone is satisfied with the transaction.
All right.
I want to add one thing. When the client make the payment and he buy a unit, he will be having a weekly report on the progress of work on his unit with pictures and with details that what is done during the previous week. So he will be having this on the CRMs. He will enter the CRM, he will have a login, he will enter, he will see the progress, even though we are sending this by email to the client so that we know that if he doesn't enter the CRM, he will have it on his email. And even on the CRM, he will have his payments, how much he paid till now, how much is the remaining balance, when is the next payment, it will be gone. So all the details, we are giving it to the client so that he can feel that as if he's with us in the construction.
Interesting. Now, let's talk about your future projects that you're going to be doing. I know we don't have a lot of time. We have some 5 minutes before we end the conversation. Tell us a bit more about your future projects you're embarking on.
Actually, as I told you from the beginning, we are going into bigger communities or mainly cities. And our plans is to have an area that has units, that has hospitals, that has police station, that has all the amenities that the client that is buying the unit, he can feel that he doesn't need to go out from this unit. We know that if we will be a little bit maybe far from Accra, but this is the concept. Our concept from the beginning, Sukasa, was we need every Ghanaian to have a house because this is the main dream of every person. And to make this, we as the Sukasa, we cannot build for all the people, but at least we are planning to make it by the coming years.
Interesting. So if anybody is looking for you to have a conversation with you, maybe this conversation is not exhaustive enough, and so seeking further clarity, how would the person find you?
Okay, first and foremost, our office is located at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, and it's just about I'll say 2 minutes drive from Tetekwashi interchange.
Okay.
On Google Map, when you put in Sukasa, you will be able to locate us. Apart from that, you can get in touch with us through our social media handles, which is Sukasa Properties. When you search on Instagram, on Facebook, you would find us there. We also do have a website, sukasapropertiesgh.com. You will find us there. We do have emails, info@sukasapropertiesgh.com. You can as well reach out to us. And then our phone lines, we do have a WhatsApp line, which is 055-369-7886. Let me repeat that, 055-369-7886. And then we also do have a landline, which is 030-296-0865. 030-296-0865. And these numbers are you can reach out to us 24 hours. Our call center operates 24 hours each day. So anytime that you want to reach out to us, either via the WhatsApp or via phone call or on our social media handles, you will be able to. And anytime that you happen to find yourself on the Lagos Avenue, East Legon, you can always come by our office and we will definitely attend to you and have conversation for you to be able to get more information about who we are and what we do and what we have to offer to every Ghanaian.
All right, Mr. Shihab, under a minute, I don't know if you have any final words to our viewers and our listeners.
We encourage all people to go for opportunities with Sukasa because these opportunities will not come again.
All right, Mr. Martin.
Yes, as we are going to towards the end of the year, what I would like to say that we know a lot of people had goals and dreams to be able to own their home. If this year you were not able to achieve or you were not able to get close to this goal, I would say you don't have to worry. Put your plans together, whatever you have to calculate, put it, and set your new goals next year, considering that this is still a goal that you want to pursue, and then you come to us, Sukasa, we will be a part of that dream, that goal, and together we will help you achieve that dream of becoming a homeowner.
All right, so you can own a home, and the process is what you've been given, but the number is still out there. You can call them and have a conversation with them. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Abdul Rahman Shihab, who is the General Manager for Sukasa Properties, and Mr. Isaac Pekobwatu, who is the Chief of Staff to the CEO, Sukasa Properties. Once again, thank you very much for joining me this morning.
You.